Hey there, Dave Allred, the Real Barman here from barpatrol.net and therealbarman.com. Today, I'm very excited to talk to you about a philosophy and strategy that has not only helped me greatly succeed in many areas of my life, but has also helped millions of others succeed on a grand scale as well. And I want you to use it to grow your restaurant success as well. All right, it is the one and only true method for grand business success, and it comes directly from Zig Ziglar, who is a business guru, motivational speaker, and sales trainer. All right, it's a philosophy I live by religiously, and it goes like this. Zig Ziglar says that you can have anything you want as long as you help enough people get what they want. Let that sink in. Maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't, but either way, don't take it lightly. This is the most powerful lesson you may ever come across for your business. All right, now, most of the time, people who are inspired by this quote are salespeople or solo entrepreneurs or individuals in general trying to be successful in their business, but I don't think I've ever heard any bar or restaurant owners quote this philosophy, let alone apply it to their business strategy. And this is because what most business owners are focused upon is cutting expenses, growing sales, monitoring the budget, and seeing how many times they can get that cash register to ring. And I have to say, those are important things to focus on. The financial details of your business. I'm not suggesting whatsoever that you should ignore that part of your business. What I'm telling you is that if you adopt Zig Ziglar's philosophy and infuse it into every cell of your business and make it the central nervous system of your core values, the financials you are focusing on are going to be so much healthier. All right, allow me to elaborate. So I don't know what your theme or your style of restaurant is, but I do know that most of your energy goes into creating an amazing food and bar menu, having the right decor and the lighting, and hiring and training the very competent staff, all in hopes that the money will pour in so you can have lots and lots of transactions. Okay, what happens is, what I hear from complaints from owners and managers is that something's broken in the system. Okay, we need a new menu. We need fresh ideas. We need better promotions to get people in. We need to offer discounts. Our decor and decorating is outdated. We need to, completely change the theme from an Irish pub to a more family-style restaurant. In other words, we're spending all of our time playing the grass is always greener game and trying to fix the products and its surroundings. And what's really happening is that we've become disassociated with the fact that there are real people on the other side of these transactions. These are real human beings that can be touched and pinched and who have real feelings. All right, this Zig Ziglar philosophy is exactly what I do in my online business now with these YouTube videos you're watching. All right, I provide as much free value as I can with no expectations in return. All right, yes, I have Bar Patrol app and I have online courses and that I sell, and I have partners I work with so I can make a living. But the way I do that is to help as many people as I can get what they want. And in the process, they trust me to be a reliable source, and so they purchase products and services that I trust in order to help them succeed. It's a simple formula that works for all businesses, and it feels good doing it that way. All right, so what am I getting at? How do we go about adopting this Zig Ziglar philosophy in our restaurant business so you can have everything you want? Well, I think you might already know the answer because it's in the quote. Okay, to get what you want, you have to help others get what they want. So your entire mindset needs to switch from how do I make money in my bar, or restaurant, food truck, hotel, whatever, to how can I help the people who come into my restaurant have the most remarkable experience of their lives? How do I help get them what they want? Or more specifically, how do I bring value with no expectations to their lives while interacting with my business? Does that make sense? Give your service and your interest in them for free with no expectations of getting money in return. And you need to teach and instill this philosophy into the minds of your staff as well, especially your servers and bartenders. Okay, you need to reverse their thinking after you reverse your own. In other words, they need to stop depending on the rat pellet to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? You know how they put rats in a maze and then the ones who make it to the end get a reward, like a little pellet treat or whatever? That's what your servers and bartenders are doing with tips. They allow the size of the tip from each guest to determine their mood and happiness. They are addicted to the reward and the size of it. And when they don't get it, they have this little hissy fit. All right, so their philosophy is the opposite of what we're talking about here, and it is killing your customer service, which is killing your ability to build repeat customers more often. So instead of helping the guests to the fullest without expectation get exactly what they want and providing a remarkable experience, they're helping them only with the expectation that they deserve a 25% tip, whether they deserve it or not. And that attitude permeates into the subconscious minds of your guests. It is a defining moment. So the difference between helping without expectation and helping with expectation is the difference between your guests feeling truly cared for and feeling a remarkable value for the money that they're spending at your place and feeling like they are funding your servers and bartenders for a bender that they're going to go on after work. All right, so what it comes down to is this simple shift in mindset now has you focusing on the people instead of the money transactions, or what happy hour discounts you can come up with in hopes of influencing the herd to come to the watering trough. It changes the entire dynamic of your business and how you view your guests. And it works 100% of the time. There's no doubt that if you stay the course, even if you don't see results in the beginning, that you will eventually reach a tipping point and there will be an avalanche of success. The problem is that helping others is counterintuitive to our personal need for self-gratification and joy and trying to make ourselves happy. We feel like self-joy is an individual quest, which is to be found inside ourselves, being with ourselves, and ultimately discovering on our own. But as we've learned today, it's quite the opposite. By helping others find their joy and helping them with their quest, yours will be discovered magically because you will begin to magnetize and attract huge crowds of people that you have helped and all the people that they've talked to about you and your people who work for you in your place and how amazing it is to be in the presence of such generosity. Is all this sinking in? I hope so. Now, as you're watching this, it might all sound great, right? You're fired up. You're like, I got it, Dave. I love it. I believe it. But how do I start doing this? How do I implement this into my business? What actions do I take? Well, I would start with your staff, and I would share this exact philosophy with them that I'm speaking to you about. Get them on board so everyone's aligned because the result will be a frictionless synergy in your restaurant. That's step one. Step two is you and your staff need to spend a little time just talking with your guests and finding out what it is they want. Okay, that doesn't mean that you go running around changing your menu and theme every week because you have 500 requests for different things. It means find out what's important in their lives and listen to them. Many times what they want isn't a hamburger or fries, but for someone to ask about their kid sitting next to them so they can brag about how they got an A in dodgeball or whatever. And then look for opportunities to go above and beyond what other restaurants around you wouldn't even consider. In fact, that reminds me, I was out eating at a barbecue restaurant I love about a month ago, and there was this family sitting near us who had 3 kids, and one of the kids, about 7 years old, wanted a corn dog because the hot dog place down the street where he'd been before had corn dogs. And that's what he wanted. He didn't want barbecue. And his dad kept telling him, I'm sorry, but this is what we're eating. So the server was taking their order when this was all going on, and she was taking the order of the other kids and the mom's order while this kid was complaining to the dad about that damn corn dog. And after he finally relented and ordered something, the server left to put in the orders. But what she actually did was put in the 4 orders of the other kids and the mom and the dad, but not the 7-year-old. And then she asked permission to run down the street and purchase a corn dog and fries from that other restaurant, a competing business. And she brought it back, and when the orders came out to the table, she delivered the corn dog and fries to the kid, and the parents and that 7-year-old kid's eyes lit up like they just saw fireworks shoot out of the baby back ribs on the table. That server went out of her way to give everyone at that table everything they wanted, and I know I don't have to tell you what the result of something like that does for a business. All right, she just created customers for life, as well as a word-of-mouth advertising campaign from those people who no doubt shared that story with multiple people. I mean, look at me. I'm sharing the story with you right now, and I was a bystander, and I've shared that story with many other people. Okay, those are the types of situations you and your team should be looking for in order to forge a mark on these people forever. This is the work you need to be focusing on first. And now, because you have helped everyone who has come into your restaurant, or your staff has, get what they want, which is an amazing experience, you look around and your restaurant is packed all the time. Sales are up. You're driving that amazing new Range Rover you wanted, or you're living in the house of your dreams, or whatever else is that drives you, that drives your success, so you can get what you want. You've been able to get all of that because you unselfishly focused on the people instead of just the financials and the transactions themselves. And if you stick with it long enough, instead of looking up after a week or 2 weeks and saying, this doesn't work. No, you have to adopt it as your life philosophy. And if you do so, your life and business will take a turn like you've never imagined before. Okay? So think about it. Think about different and creative ways to do this in your business. Talk to your managers, talk to your staff, get the juices flowing, and create an amazing, unforgettable experience and feeling for your guests, and great things will come boomeranging back to you. Whew. Did you get all that? All right. Good stuff. I hope this helped you out some. I want to thank Zig Ziglar for his amazing philosophy and even more amazing name. And I appreciate y'all being here. I am going to see you next time. I'm out.